traveling from the Great White North down to the Southwest as we head to Arizona to visit the next haunted place on our haunted tour across America. And we're going to stay a night at the alleged haunted Hotel San Carlos in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Construction of the hotel started in 1927, with the grand opening on March 19, 1928. The site was once a school, a small adobe structure built in 1874. It was later replaced by a larger structure in 1879. In 1916, the school was condemned and the land was sold to the Babbitt family. Later, the property was then sold to Charles Harris and Dwight D. Hurd with the intention of building a luxury hotel. The total cost for the project was $850,000. For its time, the hotel was state-of-the-art, offering heated and cooled rooms using air conditioning. It also had elevators and circulated hot and cold water to the rooms. In 1970, it was sold to Mr. Gregory Malenkin, who has been working on it to restore it to its original splendor. There are two ghosts of interest at the Hotel San Carlos. The first is one Leona Jensen, who checked into room 720, but she never checked out. And by that, I mean she committed suicide by jumping out of her hotel room window. This happened on May 7, 1928, and was reported in the Arizona Republic headlined as "Pretty Blonde Jumps from San Carlos Earlier Today." She apparently left a suicide note saying she was abused by her boyfriend, who worked for a competing hotel as a bellhop at the Westward Ho Hotel. It has been speculated that she was pregnant at the time and that her boyfriend was having an affair with the hotel worker. Some suggest that she may have been pushed by her boyfriend or his mistress. However the cause, guests report seeing her figure standing at the end of their beds, or a figure standing on the roof of the hotel. She appears to be non-threatening, even friendly, but she never speaks. The second alleged haunting is that of a small child. In 1918, the Spanish flu that ravaged so much of the world did not spare the children of Phoenix. Since the hotel was built on the same plot of land where a school once stood, it has been suggested that one of these children haunts the basement of the Hotel San Carlos. A tiny male voice and tiny little footsteps can be heard through the halls. Some say there are 3 children, Native Americans, who fell down a well after a ball and died, and they still roam the hotel playing games. I want to pause and take a minute to tell you about all the ways you can support this show. First, you can like the Facebook page at facebook.com/Paranormal Skeptic Academy. Second, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/P-Skeptic Academy. Third, you can follow me on Twitter at CWeb619. Fourth, you can leave a review for me on iTunes, Stitcher, or any other podcatcher. And finally, you could become a paying member by simply going to patreon.com/PSA or paranormalskepticacademy.com/registration. For as little as $1 a month, you will get exclusive members-only episodes each and every month. For $2 a month, you will get the members-only episodes plus early access to each new episode. There are other perks for higher membership levels as well. If you are commitment phobic, you can purchase the bonus episodes for $1.50 at paranormalskepticacademy.com. If you could do one of these 6 things to show support to this show, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, back to the show. We have 2 ghost stories, one with verifiable historical records and the other is just a legend. Leona was a real person and she did indeed commit suicide while staying at the hotel. Does this mean she's a ghost, roaming the halls and frightening guests? No. The evidence that is submitted is all anecdotal, personal experiences. While not dismissing it offhand, it's still not enough to convince me that Leona haunts this hotel. As for the Native American children, this appears to be just a story and nothing more. The Spanish flu did ravage the Phoenix area, but the connection to the school is tenuous at best because the school was long gone by 1918 and these children were too young to remember the original. It's just connecting dots that aren't there. The Hotel San Carlos is a piece of history, but don't expect to find modern conveniences. Despite putting in over $1 million in renovations, the hotel is still stuck in the 1940s. If and when you stay at the Hotel San Carlos, are you going to find the ghost of 3 Native American children or a woman who committed suicide in the 1920s? Not likely.